FaceTiming her or whatnot, and she basically said that she'd been thinking after what I said, she'd been thinking as well. She just didn't really want to express herself at that time, and she felt a bit awkward doing it. I was like, oh, okay, so you thought about it before and you actually want to do it? And she was like, yeah, but like I don't really feel comfortable, but I want to do it. And then she winked at me because it was obviously a FaceTime, and I was like, why did you just wink at me? And she was like, I don't really know if I should tell ya. And I'm not gonna lie, I hate when people do this. They go to tell you something, but then they just fully stop. That really just gets under my skin. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm like, please just tell me. You may as well. Like, you've got like, I'm not gonna judge you or nothing. Like, I'm probably thinking the same as you. And she's like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna say it, but I'll text it you. So I'm like, okay, bit extra. So she sends me a text message, and in the text message, by the way, we're still on FaceTime. This is a bit weird. I don't know why she didn't want to say it. Probably just awkward over, saying it to me. I don't know. Just basically like, I've been thinking, me and my friend, we've also been thinking together that one day we want to, have a hookup with a dude and us two. And I was like, okay, so you and your one friend do actually want to get down and do it? And she's like, just leave it. And I was like, you do, don't you? And she was like, did you read it? And I was like, yes, I did read it. And she was like, well, the answer is clearly there. Like, just read it and tell me what you think. And I was like, well, you do want to do it? And she's like, yes, Isaac, I do want to do it. Me and my friend, we want to hook up with a guy, and the particular guy that we want to hook up with is you, because I've been talking to you. And me and my friend, we have basically just been talking behind your back, not in a bad way. And I was like, okay, just about you because of how like nice you are, and we've just and then she starts to stutter, and she said she had butterflies and that, and I was like, okay, this is fully fine, you can leave it here now. So I can remember after this, we just keep talking throughout the night. I end up falling asleep. It was probably around 5:30 in the morning at this point. I was full on knackered, full on shattered. I actually had college the next morning, and I can remember going in and telling one of my friends. I was like, bro, you'll never believe what's going to happen. He was like, Isaac, what now? And I was like, bro, I might be hooking up with two cheekers. And he was like, no way, bro, like, you're lying. I was like, bro, look, check the snap. Like, this girl, I've been talking to, I've been telling you about her. She low-key, well, she was shy, she didn't want to tell me, but now her and her friend want to hook up with me, and we're gonna have some sort of like, little party type of thing, three sardines party. So yeah, just look. And he was like, oh bro, that is sick, bro. Like, can I come? And I was like, no, you cannot come, man. You cannot come. Just no, bro. Just no. So a week rolls round, and I actually get invited on the night to basically a group FaceTime. For some weird reason, I actually get added by a friend, and we're all just talking, and things lead to another, and we're basically talking about like where we're gonna do it, when we're gonna do it. So what ends up happening is we're talking about this, and I end up falling asleep. So I wake up in the morning, and I basically get a message from the girl I was talking to. She was basically like, Isaac, next weekend, I'll give you my address. I want you to, come to this house. This is where we're gonna have the thing. And I was like, okay, yeah, okay. So she gives me the address. To be honest, she didn't even live far away from me. I knew that because of like, she told me and everything. I just didn't exactly know where she lived. So I can remember the Saturday rolls around, and I was literally shattered the morning on the Saturday because I'd been on this FaceTime with a girl the whole night, not a friend. A friend was at some sort of like little party, but yeah, I was on FaceTime with the girl the whole night until literally like 7 in the morning. So I can remember falling asleep, and on FaceTime, she was basically saying like, Isaac, I'll text you in the morning, like, and things like that. We were just talking back and forth, like, what time we're gonna, what time am I gonna come to yours? I was basically saying, and she said, any time after 2, because that's when my parents are out, and yeah, my friend will be coming over probably a bit later as well. So after that, we're literally just talking as normal, joking around and that, and that's when I end up asleep at like 7 in the morning. So I wake up and it's literally like 1, and I'm like, oh damn, I need to get dressed. I've got to be at this girl's house in like an hour, 2 hours at the max. So I can remember, I get dressed, I eat my breakfast, I wash everything, I do everything, and it's like 1:45 now. So I'm like, okay, it's going to take me 20 minutes on the bus. I think like 5 or 10 minutes will be fine. So I text her and I'm like, okay, I'm leaving now. She's like, yeah, that's perfectly fine. Like, yeah, just phone me when you're outside, because I had a number in that. And this is where it all goes bad. So I can remember I'm waiting for the bus. I end up getting on the bus. 30 minutes later, I do actually arrive at like near to a house, which I thought was a house anyway. So I'm on Google Maps and I'm following this, and I go to basically the house, and she said just stand outside and phone, or when you're close to it, phone. So as I was walking towards the house, I tried to phone her, and it said this number is not recognised, something along the lines of that. Like basically she blocked my number. So because I had literally no data, nothing, I literally just had calls. I couldn't check, or I couldn't message her on Snapchat or nothing, and I couldn't even text her. But later I found out that she did block me. So I go to this house and I wait outside for like 10, maybe 15 minutes. I end up knocking on the door, and let's just give this girl a name, let's just call her Claire. So I'm knocking on the door like, and this lady answers the door, pretty old, and I'm like, oh, hello, and I was kind of confused as well, and I'm like, does Claire live here? And the reason I was confused is because she said her parents don't get home, and this woman looked way too old to be a parent. It could have been like a grandparent or something like that. And the woman was like, no dear, like, me and my husband just live here. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry to bother you anyway. I just got totally mixed up. I think I've been given, the wrong address. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, but no one named Claire lives here. It's just me and my husband. We're old. We don't look like anyone you'd hang around with. And I'm like, oh, it's totally fine, but thank you anyway. And the woman was super sweet, super nice. So I end up walking off the drive and whatnot, and I am fuming. I'm fuming at this point. Like, I'm actually angry and upset. So I end up getting back on the bus, which I have to walk back to the bus station, which takes me about 10 minutes. I get on one of the buses to the local McDonald's, which was literally like around the corner, and I really couldn't be bothered to walk because I had to walk down a whole dual carriageway. So I get to the McDonald's, it's like 10 minutes away. I connect to the Wi-Fi, the worst Wi-Fi ever, I'm not gonna lie. I sit down after I got myself a Coke because I needed a drink. I was hella thirsty, I had dry mouth and all that. God, I hate dry mouth. So I sat down and I tried to message her on Snapchat, and do you know what it said? It said pending. After the message that she opened of mine, pending. So I kept messaging her, and I couldn't even message a friend because I didn't even have her on Snapchat. So I tried phoning a friend's number, which I had from, the group call. No answer. So I was in the McDonald's for at least an hour and a half just trying to get through. And one of the cleaners said, oh, mate, you've been here for a while now, you're going to have to leave if you're not buying anything else. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So now I'm in a mood with the cleaner because they're kicking me out even though I got a drink, yeah. I end up catching the bus all the way back to my house. I get home. The next day, right, I get added back on Snapchat, and she said, oh, I was sorry, it was just a prank me and my friend wanted to play because of, what you said to me, you wanted to do it, we really didn't want to do it, but yeah, I'm sorry about this. And I'm like, you're sorry? You stood me up for what we was, like, no, you made me come all the way to you, even though you sent me to some old person's house. What are you doing? Are you mad? Like, you're meaning to tell me you sent me to some random person's house, some old person, lovely lady by the way. When I said, is Claire here? She was like, no, it's me and my husband. And you have the audacity now to tell me that this is a prank. This is not a prank. Goodbye. And after that, I literally just blocked her. I blocked her friend's number. I blocked her on then spamming me again. I low-key think that she did like me, but you know, I've got that special sauce. Like, some people can handle it, some people can't, and yeah, that's not my problem, you know. Beggars can't be choosers. But anyways, I'm gonna leave the story here. Hopefully you enjoyed. That was the time I nearly had a triple whammy. And yeah, if you've had any experiences, please let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe, turn all bell notifications on. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go and make scrambled egg because I'm feeling